Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're diving into one of the newest and most important features in Microsoft Entra, which is Entra Backup. If you manage identity, security, or other cloud infrastructure, this is a feature you definitely want in your toolkit. In this video, I'll walk you through what Entra Backup is, why it matters, and how to set it up. And always, I'll keep things practical and easy to follow, and I'll give you a demonstration. So, what is Entra Backup? Entra Backup is Microsoft's built in solution for protecting your identity configuration, and it's an answer to a lot of common ones that you see. Think of it as a safety net for your tenant, policies, settings, and configurations that you don't want to lose. It gives you point in time snapshots of your Entra environment. So, if something breaks, gets misconfigured, or gets lost along the way, you can restore it quickly. This is especially important in organizations with strict compliance requirements or anyone who wants to be able to have a reliable rollback option without relying on third party tools such as Veeam or Proxmox or what have you. So, what exactly gets backed up? Entra Backup focuses on your identity configuration, not user data, not files, but the core settings that define how your tenant behaves. This includes things like conditional access policies, authentication methods, identity protection, and other critical configuration objects. Basically, it's the stuff that if it disappeared, your environment will feel it. So, how does Entra Backup work? Backups are regularly created on an automatic schedule, but you can also trigger them manually. Each backup is secured securely in Microsoft's cloud, and you can browse and compare and then restore said snapshots in the Entra Admin Center. Restores are also granular, so you don't have to roll back your entire tenant. You can actually choose specific components. That means that you don't have to go and do the whole thing, and it creates less downtime and more control. So, with that in mind, now I'd like to demo it to you so you can actually see it in action and see how it works. A lot of people don't know this, but you're already running it, and you may actually be surprised to see it's already getting backed up. So, let's hop on the computer and I'm going to show you how. Alrighty, so welcome back. So, here I am in my Entra tenant right now, and I'm going to show you how to get to it. So, all we have to do from the Entra ID blade is click on it, scroll on down to backup and recovery, also in preview. Press on that, and we're met with a few options here. So here we have our little splash screen that just kind of talks about some of the features that are offered and all the great stuff we can do with it, because it is pretty cool what you can do. So it's a nice little splash screen. And this is where we actually get into the meat and potatoes of the backup and recovery feature. So if we go into backups here, you can actually see that there have been backups occurring for the last few days as of filming this. And this is at a regular occurrence. So every 7:30 p.m., well, my tenant is getting backed up and those configurations are getting backed up. You can also refresh it. So if you want to, you can do that. In this case, what I will do is I'm actually going to click on one of these, and that's going to allow us to be able to either recover, which will give us this lovely number here saying create a difference report first, which we'll talk about, and the ability to either do that or to recover the backup. One thing to note, it is irreversible, so you should do a difference report, which I will show you what that is. So if we click on create a difference report, you can see that we're presented with a few options here. So you can include all objects in their previous state as of the capture. You can include only certain types of objects, and then you can also do it by specific objects by their object ID. So if you know of a specific object ID or a specific object that you want to recover, you can use that as well. And you can also highlight, so you can do applications, application strengths or authentication strengths, I should say, conditional access policies, groups, name locations, service principals, and the list goes on. and then enter in that object ID. So say we have permanently and irreversibly kind of deleted a user, pruned a user, we can actually use this to be able to recover said user. You can also do certain objects. So maybe you want to get all objects in their current state or certain objects in their current state. You press here and you actually can select which ones you want. So that could be applications, that could be authentication methods, authentication strengths, conditional access policies, groups, and what have you. Pretty self-explanatory, right? So what this will do is that it will compare the current state to the backup, and it's kind of like incremental backups, right? So what it will do is it will notice the changes and allow you to back up to the previous state. So if you really mess things up, this can be a godsend. If we go in here, you can see different reports. So the ones that have been generated, I haven't generated any. However, you can go in and play around this and see which ones have been executed. And then you can also see the history. So you have an audit trail if a recovery should be required. So that way you know when it was occurred or when it occurred, and you can then audit that if need be. So very simple, very high level concept of backup and recovery. And the great thing about this is that a lot of people don't know that this is already in their tenant. You don't have to pay extra for this. It already exists. It's already there, ready for you to use. And it's a lot easier than having to use a third-party resource. Now, you could always use a third-party resource. Having redundancy is great, but the fact that this is in Microsoft's cloud now makes it that much better and that much easier. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and favorite. Be sure to click that bell notification so you're notified whenever a new video drops. So hop in, start backing up your stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.